We have two ex-best friends, Julia and Delmond, and Julia has reached out to Ghosted because Delmond has just completely stopped all communication with Julia, which has left her like really confused. Julia just wants to know, why did her best friend cut her out of his life like that? And when it gets to telling the truth, it's something that Julia can never have been prepared for. Before getting into this show, welcome to Quick Chat with Jay. I like to talk about movies, TV shows, and really anything that interests me. And today we're talking about the show Ghosted. Ghosted is a spin-off series of Catfish that stars Travis Mills and Rachel Lindsay, who was one of the Bachelorettes. I totally was not expecting to see her here. But they help estranged people find their way back to each other and see if they want to make up their relationship or remain ghosted. As I mentioned, we have Julia and Delmond, and she explains their relationship and how long they've known each other.
Oh yeah, his mom used to babysit me, so we grew up and did everything together. I don't get along with my mom, I don't get along with my sister. He's the only family I have at the end of the day.
Julia says that they've always been close, but everything changed when she couldn't make Delmond's party.
When was the date of the ghosting?
The date of the ghosting was around November 8th last year. Every year we decided to go out on his anniversary of him coming out, but I was going through a lot with my family, so I wasn't able to make the anniversary party, and I think that's what really took a toll in our friendship.
I'm here with my real friends celebrating me.
I think it's really cool that Delmond has a date where he celebrates the date of him coming out. I've never seen that happen before, so I think it's kind of cool. But it seems strange that this would be the only reason as to why he ghosted Julia, because I feel like if that's your best friend and you know she was going through something, you'd be like, you know what? It's okay. I am a little bit upset, but maybe we can see each other at some other time and, you know, we can talk things out. It just feels really weird that you would cut her off just because she couldn't go to one of your celebrations. But what makes Julia even more upset about the way that Delmond cut her off is just that she feels she needs him more because she is pregnant.
I'm sorry, I'm moving around, my back's killing me. I'm pregnant, so.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
How far along are you?
6 months, so I don't know if he knows. I posted about it.
So there is a very, big chance that he saw the post.
Right, and he hasn't reacted, he hasn't called, texted, liked the picture, nothing. And that's just odd. How can you go knowing someone your whole life and see that you have a nephew on the way and you just don't care?
But there's this ex that then comes into this mix. His name is Devin, and she was dating Devin when her and Delmond was still friends, and she says that Delmond really couldn't stand Devin.
I was spending a lot of time with my ex-boyfriend, Devin, so maybe Delmond was jealous that I was spending more time with him.
Why did y'all break up?
We broke up because Devin was not the normal boyfriend. He was being very manipulative. He was invading my privacy.
How did Devin and Del interact with each other?
I mean, it seemed like Del, kind of just put up with him.
Julia says that she thought that the relationship she had with Devin was probably the reason why Delmond just stopped talking to her, but she just doesn't really know what could have led to him not wanting to be in her life anymore. Julia just says no matter what, she just wants her best friend back. That's all that she really wants at the end of the day. After learning about the kind of relationship that Delmond and Julia had, Travis and Rachel go ahead and try to call up Delmond to see if he'll answer his phone, but he doesn't. But they go ahead and leave a message.
Hey, bitch, you reached out. I obviously can't come to the phone right now, so I'll get right back to you.
Hey, bitch, it's Travis and Rachel. We're doing a show with MTV about ghosting, and we'd love to talk to you about Julia. Give us a call back on this number. Shoot us a text. We're waiting to hear from you. Thank you.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
After leaving a message, they go ahead and go through his social media just to see if they can find anything. And what they do find is some really passive-aggressive posts that he made about Julia.
Bitches always think there's beef if you don't like them. Sis, I just don't like you, your character. That is literally it. There's no beef. Get over it.
Also, while they're looking through this post, they notice that there's this one person who keeps commenting on each post that he's made, and her name is Jamie. And so they decide, okay, well, let's go ahead and reach out to Jamie to see if she knows anything.
Who's Jamie? She's writing on every single one. She said this speaks to my soul.
All right, let me look up this Jamie girl.
Send a message. There she is.
Yo, Jamie, it's Travis, Rachel. We're doing a show about ghosting. We'd love to chat when you can.
And what they find next is very interesting because out of all people that you would think would comment on Delmond's post, there's a comment that Devin left under one of Delmond's posts, which just seems very out of character, especially for how they've been told that they didn't really care for each other.
Wait, what's Devin's last name? Is it?
Yeah, I wrote it down on the phone. Devin. You know you can always talk to me, Del.
Can we just pause on the fact that Devin is commenting on Del's profile, and according to Julia, they just kind of tolerated each other?
Why are you doing that, Devin? That's a little weird. What's going on?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Anyway, Delmond's friend Jamie does reach back out to Rachel and Travis.
Hi, it's Jamie. I got this message.
Jamie! Jamie, you're good friends with Del, right?
Yeah, it was very, very, very bad. Del was so upset. She didn't understand why Julia didn't come. She wasn't given an explanation of why she wasn't there. And the sadness turned into anger by the end of the night.
Just text or call Del. That would help us out so much.
Yes, I can do that because he will have all of the answers that you guys.
Perfect.
I guess Jamie did tell Delmond that Rachel and Travis have been trying to reach out to him because he eventually does call them back and he sounds a little bit nervous. At least to me, he sounds nervous.
And like hitting up my friends and stuff.
Yeah,
What's going on? What's going on?
Okay, did Jamie give you any insight to tell you, like, why we're in Michigan?
No, she says you guys would explain it.
Julia reached out to us. She asked us for help, so hopefully we can find out, like, what's up with you guys?
I don't really want to talk about this right now.
Are you able to meet up tomorrow?
Just, I don't know. I'll let you guys know.
But it's good that he reached out because that gets them a little closer to really finding out why he ghosted his friend like this. Travis and Rachel go to Julia's job and they let her know about the information they found. And they mention how Devin commented on one of Delmond's posts. And that really surprises Julia because she's like, they've never been friends, so why would he reach out to him?
Why would he talk to him?
Del didn't respond back.
Did Del and Devin ever talk? Do they have a relationship?
We all hung out together, and it seemed like Del just tolerated him.
So it would shock you if they had a relationship outside of you?
Yeah, most definitely, because they weren't, they didn't really talk outside of when we hung out from what I knew, so. But it worries me also because how Devin is, he manipulates. He didn't want me to have anyone.
Honestly, everything is still up in the air. They have no idea what's going on, but it isn't until the next day when Devin actually reaches out to them and says he's willing to meet them.
Hi, this is Devin. You guys messaged me recently on Facebook.
We're actually in Michigan right now. By chance, are you in town? Are you around?
I'm actually at the Raven Cafe right now.
If you got a couple minutes, we can just pull up and chat.
I guess.
Was not expecting that.
If you don't want to talk to us, just be like, nah, I don't want to talk to you.
Travis, I've looked past that.
They meet up with Devin and they ask why they broke up and if he's ever been friends with any of Julia's friends, if he has ever hung out with them. His response about the breakup was that he just didn't know why they broke up.
Why did y'all break up?
Just, honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You didn't ask questions? Oh, well, let me back up. Did you not care that you guys broke up?
I did care because, I was fragile at that moment. So, she hurt me. When we did part ways, I was left homeless, struggling for a job, working side jobs here and there.
But he says during that time when they did break up, that's when he decided to reach out to Delmond and they formed a friendship.
What about Del?
It was hard for me. So, her best friend was Del. I talked to Del. We ended up growing a friendship.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's surprising to us because Julia made it seem like you and Del weren't close.
It is what it is. When Julia left me high and dry and me over in the time and need the most, that's what happened. Del was there for me. She wasn't.
Devin is messy as fuck because he says that Julia used to talk shit about both of them behind their backs. So he knew it was a matter of time before Delmond would cut Julia loose from his life. And to speed up that process, he took it upon himself to tell Delmond what Julia has been saying about him behind his back.
Are you surprised that Del has ghosted Julia?
No. This is something I know was gonna happen.
Why?
Because she used me. So what I did is, like, I talked to Del. I told him what Julia said. I told him the lies and all the Julia was talking. Julia went and talked to him face to face and say, but guess what? She was telling me.
What was some of the that Julia was talking?
I mean, it's not my place to say.
Messy. Messy.
And this is when I knew that Devin was like manipulative as hell, because if there's some truth to be told, why not just tell it? If you feel as if she said something so horrible about Delmond, why would you not share that to Rachel when she asked him about it?
They're all two faces. It's like he always posts on social media about being yourself, but in all reality, he's not. The plastic surgery, like everything. Come on.
So you think Del's a hypocrite as well?
Yeah.
He's claiming that they're so fake, but he's the kind of person I would watch out for because he seems fake himself. When Rachel asks Devin if he takes pride in having a part in why Julia and Delmond are no longer friends and they're estranged, he says this.
Do you take pride or any responsibility in the fact that Del ghosted Julia?
Revenge is sweet.
Oh, man.
Karma's also a bitch.
I just know he thought he ate that. He thought he ate that one little thing. Does he think he's Taylor Swift talking about revenge and karma is sweet? Like, dude, I firmly believe that whatever you put out will eventually return back to you. So I hope that Devin is having the worst kind of karma he can have in his life. I hope that he stepped on the rustiest nail there ever was. I hope that when he ate his favorite food, he got food poisoning right out. I hope that when he flipped his pillow, the bitch was hot. You do not deserve good things to happen to you, Devin. I'm so serious. After meeting with that annoying ass man, they do call Delmond back and they're like, hey, we know why you're ghosting Julia. And they asked, would you finally like to meet up to talk about what has been going on?
Your message, what did he tell you?
Del, are you able to meet right now, man?
Hey, Del, we know this is tough. We know this is bringing up, like, some old feelings.
I'm at my house. You guys can come over. I'll send you guys my address.
Delmond finally does meet up with Rachel and Travis, but it seems like his only concern is trying to figure out what Travis could have possibly said to them.
So we brought up Julia. He had a crazy reaction. He essentially admitted to telling you things that Julia said.
What exactly did he tell you guys?
He talked about Julia and the things that she confided to him in private, but he's very outspoken about, you know, how he doesn't like what you put out on social media. He's accused you of getting surgery and all these crazy things.
He didn't mention anything else.
No.
Which, that's just a major red flag to me, because why would you care about what he has to say if he was a person that you don't care for that much? That's just really weird to me. Why do you care so much? That should be the last person you're worried about in a situation. You should have been asking about Julia, but yeah. But Rachel says whatever happened between him and Julia, he should try to fix it because they've known each other for so long. They've been friends for so many years. They're basically family. You know, it'd be a waste to throw that relationship away.
I will tell you this though, 15-year plus friendship, like, you work through that and you get past that. Y'all were family. And I'll be honest with you, she has been miserable.
Delmond says that there's more to the story to tell Julia, but he is willing to actually sit down with her and have a conversation. Julia and Delmond finally see each other after all this time, and Julia immediately starts apologizing to Delmond because she just really wants to know what she did that made him so upset with her.
I just want to say I miss you so much. I love you so much. I'm so sorry for not going to your anniversary party. I was going through so much and you don't understand. Was it because I was spending more time with Devin? Was it because he was talking about me? Was it because I didn't go to your anniversary party? What did I do?
She lets him know how hard it was for her during a time when she couldn't come to his celebration, and she lets him know that he's going to be an uncle.
I'm 6 months pregnant now. I don't know if you knew, but your nephew's gonna be here in 3 months.
I didn't know that you were pregnant. I just couldn't face you. It's been so long.
How can you do that to me?
Delmond lets Julia know that he already knows that she's pregnant. He just never said anything. And he finally gets to the real reason as to why he ghosted her.
I was upset that you missed my anniversary party. Devin reached out to me. He told me all these horrible things that you supposedly said about me. He told me the reason you didn't come to my party was because I'm a terrible friend. He talked about plastic surgery and just all these nasty things.
And of course, Devin comes back up in this conversation, and what really gets me is that I don't understand how someone who's supposed to be your best friend will believe your ex's words, an ex that you just broke up with, by the way. I would hope that a best friend would know you well enough to know that you wouldn't be talking shit behind their back. I mean, Delmond already knows how Devin is, so why would you believe him and not confirm anything with Julia? That's the thing that just feels really weird to me, because you should have known better than to trust his words over anything that your friend might have said about you. Julia reassures Delmond and says, you know, you've never been a bad friend to me. I would never say those things about you. I'd never talk about you.
I never said anything about you to him, Del. Like, why would I do that to you?
I guess I didn't know where to stand because you didn't come to my party, so I wasn't sure if you're mad at me. We weren't really talking.
I would never talk bad about you. You've been my best friend forever. You were never a bad friend.
Delmond then says, no, I actually have been a bad friend.
That's not true. I was a bad friend. The reason I ghosted you was because after your breakup with Devin, we had sex and we were together for 2 months.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna let Julia says what she needs to say, and then I'm gonna come back.
I'm so disgusted with you right now. There's so many men in this world, and you choose one piece of over me. I've been in your life how long?
Julia, I
don't care about him. It's the fact, how could you do that? You stopped talking to me over that. I thought I ruined our friendship, and it wasn't me.
I was so shocked after seeing this because, as Julia said, there are so many men in this world. There's a plethora of men in this world, and you decide to be with him. Why? Why would you do that to her? And Delmond says, oh, you know, he's so manipulative, but like, no, you should have known better. You should have been stronger. You should have not fell for anything that he was saying to you. And another thing that gets me, how do you not see that Devin was using you as a pawn to try to break Julia's spirit like that? Julia already mentioned how Devin used to try to make her feel alone before they broke up. And it's just crazy to me that Delmond couldn't see that that's exactly what Devin was trying to do. I could understand if it was like a one-night stand, you know, that's really doing something dumb and realizing quick that, okay, I should not have done that. But you were in a relationship with him for 2 months. You really wanted to hurt your friend, and I just don't understand how you thought that that was something fine to do. I don't know how you thought that was something okay. That wasn't okay.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't forgive me, because I don't know if I can forgive myself. You did not deserve that, Julia. Every single day, Julia, I regret that, and that's something I can't take back.
I don't know what to say. I have to think about what I want to do.
They give Julia and Delmond a break, and Julia, she says she just can't believe that Delmond betrayed her like that.
What are you thinking?
Well, with Del, I mean, I'm really disgusted, you know? Like I was saying, how could you take a lifetime friendship and risk that over a guy? It's just sad to think that that's how much I'm worth to him.
Delmond says that he feels really shitty for what he did to Julia, and he now knows that it was just a really big mistake that he made.
Telling Julia, you know, everything that you told her today, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, it made me realize like how of a friend I was. I don't know, I feel like I was just in a really bad place, and I just fell victim to asshole, and now I have to pay for it.
I will say this. I am glad that he can recognize that he did something wrong, but I don't like the way that he's trying to alleviate some of the blame off of himself and place it onto Devin. Yes, Devin is an asshole, but you knew better. You knew not to do that. You lied down with him when you shouldn't have and had a 2-month relationship, which is just crazy to me, especially if you so-called couldn't stand him. But I mean, it's good that he knows, but still, it's like, come on, man. It's time to see if Julia and Delmond still want to remain friends or go their separate ways. And they get to say their final remarks.
I don't know if I could ever look at you the same again. I don't know if I forgive you because the fact that 16 years was worth giving up for someone so temporary.
I just want to let you know that I fully take responsibility for what I've done. It was not okay, and I just want you to know that I do love you, and I apologize for all of this.
Delmond and Julia said that they still want to be friends and be in each other's lives, and I ain't gonna lie, this part made me tear up. Like, both times I watched this, it made me tear up.
Will you decide to make up or ghost?
Please send a final text.
Del, what did you decide?
I decided to make up. I honestly up. I don't deserve you. I really don't. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it up to you.
I decided to make up. So much history. And I won't allow another person to come between us. You're like blood to me.
I'm just glad to see that this situation does have a happy ending, because Julia could have easily just said, I want nothing to do with you. You really fucked up and I just don't want you back in my life. But I think it's beautiful to kind of see that that's how much that they love each other, that they still want to be in each other's lives. 2 months later, Rachel and Travis check up on Delmond and Julia, and they're together again, back as being best friends and family. They said that they're excited to be back in each other's lives and just to support each other as they should.
We're happy and we made up. I'm so thankful for you guys bringing my best friend back.
Oh my God.
Now my son has his godfather.
And they also said that they blocked Devin from everything.
To address the elephant in the room, have you guys spoke to Devin? Have you guys been in contact, or is he cut? Is he canceled?
Absolutely
No,
not.
he's blocked.
On everything.
Good.
I hope that made their lives a little better. I didn't know that Catfish even had a spinoff series, and I think I might continue to watch it just because the little preview they had at the end of the episode for episode 2, there's a guy who says that his girlfriend ghosted him, and when they are talking to his girlfriend's friend, they're like, oh, has she ever mentioned this guy? And the friend is like, who is he? It's just it's sad, but it's like, oh shit, she does not care about you. Ain't even mention you to the friends. I want to do a little bit more Catfish. I have one in mind, so I'll be making that video soon. So just look out for that. If you made it this far, comment Happy Black History Month in the comments. That'll let me know that you actually stayed all the way through. You should be saying it anyway. Happy Black History Month, y'all. We out here. Anyway, follow me on my socials, QuickChatJ on Instagram and Twitter. I hope you are doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Two months later, Rachel and Travis. I don't know why I messed that up. All right. 2 months later, Rachel and Travis check up on Devin. Not Devin, oh my God. 2 months later, Rachel and Travis check up on